Preview.
Can you tell us, as part of the business owner succession planning, is it okay to purchase another or a other business prior to an anticipated exit of your business?
Yes, absolutely. And in fact, we do have some clients that, they'll start the succession planning process. They'll come in, they'll work on a number of things, and then, they get to the point where they say, okay, what do we want to do for next steps? Do we actually want to take this to market and sell the business, or do we want to try to grow this business either organically or inorganically through M&A? And uh, it could actually can be a really good strategy, particularly if you're a business that is, let's say maybe you're a 5 times EBITDA multiple business, and you can roll other businesses in for 4 to 5 times. But when you get maybe 3 or 4 or 5 businesses put together, you can sell the entire whole for an 8, a 9, or a 10 times multiple. I mean, it does make sense to have an M&A strategy. We do see owners that do that, and it can be quite a successful strategy as well. So you just want to make sure that if you're going to bring another company in through acquisition, that it's a good fit, that it's the right fit, it fits in with your overall long-term strategy, and that it's a successful implementation. If you bring a company in and the implementation ends up being not quite as successful, or there's things that are kind of lurking, then that would go back to one of those areas that, what is something that would be a risk to a buyer? Some sort of an unsuccessful M&A implementation could be a risk to a buyer. So you want to make sure if you're going to do it, that it's intentional, it's part of your strategy, and that it's well done.
Are there any other benefits or risks associated with buying or purchasing a business before your actual exit of your business?
Yeah. So when you start thinking about, the overall multiple, if you have revenue concentrations, it can help diversify that revenue concentration. You can bring in additional talent to help build out your management team. So there are a lot of additional benefits other than just that increased multiple that you can get by rolling other entities into your existing operation.
And how about the risks? Any other risks? I mean, that sounds all too good right now. What are the downsides?
Uh, the biggest downsides are going to be, I would say, unsuccessful implementations or buying a business and overpaying. You certainly don't want to overpay for a business. So if you bring a business in and you think it's an 8 times EBITDA business, and you get in and the return's not there, that can actually be pretty detrimental to the overall value of the business. And so you really want to make sure that if you're going to do that, it isn't, bringing another company into the fold isn't without risk, and it can be very successful, but you really want to be selective about the companies you bring in, and really make sure that the cultures will align of the two entities as well. Bringing a business in that looks like it's a good fit on paper, but has a very different culture can be really problematic, not only to the entity that you bought, but to your existing operation as well.
That is so true. There are many things beyond the numbers that you have to take into consideration when buying or even selling a business.